It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Baltimore Ravens and the Kansas City Chiefs. And it's coming up next.
It's been the home of the Chiefs since 1972. GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson. Or should I say Dean Olson, because tight end U doesn't happen without you. And we've got a great matchup here. We've got two of the best at your position in the current game right now.
And Mike, when I came into the league, almost 20 years ago, there was a handful of really elite tight ends. But doesn't it just seem, especially over these last couple years, every single team, at least the ones that make their mark and find themselves in the playoffs competing for Super Bowls, have a legitimate #1 threat at the tight end position. It almost feels like if you don't have a tight end, your offense is missing a key piece. I know I'm biased, but at tight end U, man, we make no mistake about it. We think we are the most important position in football, and you're not going to convince me otherwise.
Here comes a return from the 5. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So out comes the Kansas City offense to take over for the first time. And there is the guy at the top of the game, Patrick Mahomes, their quarterback.
There's just certain guys, Mike, when they take the field and they step into the huddle, the other 10 players, they just take a little bit of a deeper breath. They're like, man, I'm glad this guy is on our side, and he's certainly one of them. He just brings an element of confidence to everybody else around him, not only in the huddle, but on the sideline, on the defense, the coaching staff. Everyone is better as the result of him being your quarterback.
That's caught. Travis Kelce. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
Nice job there by Kelce moving the chains, and to think he's in his 12th season, Mike, and he's able to continue to produce at such a high level. You can make an argument he's one of the most popular guys in the entire league, and he's still one of the best players regardless of position.
First down throw, Mahomes. Oh no, right at the start he loses the football. And this is taken in by the defense.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
The Ravens offense taking the field for the first time, led by their quarterback, league MVP in 2019 and 2023, Lamar Jackson.
Is there a more exciting guy in the NFL to watch play quarterback than this guy, Mike? One of the most dynamic athletes to ever play the position. And what's truly unique about him is his ability to beat you both as a runner and equally as a passer. And that's really where his game has developed. Defensive coordinators, they don't sleep very much when they know they're facing this guy and all the problems that he presents.
Now the Ravens' big-ticket free agent acquisition. It's Derrick Henry.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
Play action now. Jackson. Pressure gets there, and down he goes. That is Chris Jones, the All-Pro, getting it done.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. From the gun, Jackson. That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. 3rd down stop sets up 4th down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Oh, how about that hit? Wow. He took a pretty good lick at the end of that one. The Chiefs offense ready to see the football for the second time. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. They put Kelsey in motion. That's caught. It's Xavier Worthy. And they'll mark him down up beyond the 30.
Really nice play there by Xavier Worthy. And if I'm a defensive coordinator around the league, and I'm thinking to myself, Mike, how do I stop this Chiefs offense? How do I stop Mahomes and Kelsey? Well, they just add a wide receiver that has the fastest 40-yard dash time in the history of the NFL Combine. I mean, the ability to take the top off, the ability to make those secondary players play that much deeper and open up everything else underneath. When he gets up and running and he really finds his groove in this league, this scary offense just got a little bit scarier.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes.
This is a great example of the game within the game. They're making what they call Mike declaration, and that's what sets the responsibilities of all the protectors. And in this case, the Mike was the one who came, and he's unblocked, and he's able to get home.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. And they are all over him yet again. He'll go down once more.
With the right personnel, the safety position is like the ultimate chess piece, right? You can put him in center field to play pass. You can bring him up and make him a pseudo linebacker, but you also can bring him on pressure, Mike, and that's what this guy does so well. The timing and the speed, he got there in a hurry.
On 4th down, it's Matt Ariza to punt for KC. And he'll be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there. The Ravens offense about ready to get going on their 2nd possession. They had a disappointing quick 3-and-out on that opening drive. So they'll try it again here in a scoreless game with 1st and 10. First and 10. Bateman is the motion man. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. Slot man in motion right. Finding space at the 40. 17 yards on that play. Good for a Raven first down. Now Lamar going to hang on to it. Not much developing there. Short pickup. Down to the 47.
Nice job by the defense. They had that one well read from the beginning, Mike. Someone's responsible for the running back, but the key here was the defender responsible for the quarterback. Stays with him, keeps him to a short gain.
Second down, Jackson. Now, deep ball for Bateman. That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a third down.
This offense is doing everything they can to quiet this crowd, and even though they missed on that long attempt, at least it sets the tone that they're going to continue to attack. If they can come up with a completion on one of those downfield passes, it's going to go a long way to settling themselves into this game.
On third down, Jackson. He's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. It's first and goal now from just inside the 10-yard line. Here's a run. Marked down at the 6. Now here's second and goal. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Play 7 of the drive coming up, and it's third and goal. Now, Jackson. Taking up, and he will get into the end zone. Lamar Jackson. Touchdown, Baltimore.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
Now Justin Tucker for the point after. His kick is good. And the Ravens will take a 7-0 lead. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. A safe kick taken at the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So here comes the KC offense set to take over once more. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the third sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Throwing is Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose. and forcing third down.
Really just been a combination of errors here on this drive. I mean, the sack on first down put him in a bad spot. Then the incompletion there trying to gain it back on second. And now they find themselves in a critical third down here, or they're facing a 3 and out.
They're trying to set up the screen here with Pacheco. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
That's just one of those drives that was out of whack from the start, Mike. They just couldn't get anything going on the early downs, and they'll most likely punt the ball away and hope that their defense can do the same thing and get them the ball back.
Sims now to return it. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Ravens offense about ready to take over once more. They lead it here early 7-0 as they start with a 1st and 10. Back to throw, Jackson. Now a screen set up for Henry. And it'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line.
I like the call, using the screen as a drive starter to pick up a chunk play and get this offense into some rhythm. It's clear this offensive play caller anticipated the rush of the defense, and he was able to use it against them.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Aguilar goes off in motion. A first down throw for Jackson. Aguilar able to make the catch. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
We are through 1. It's the Ravens out front. We'll be back in Kansas City after this. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. They'll motion over Flowers. On play action, here's Jackson. A pass pulled in by Henry. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Jackson up top again. He'll complete this one to Rashad Bateman. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. In motion comes Andrews. To the air one more time with Jackson. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
Aguilar goes off in motion. And he will score. Nelson Aguilar. Touchdown, Ravens. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
Tucker for the point after. He's got it. And the Ravens move out on top, 14-0. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. This is fielded inside the 5. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Chiefs offense ready to get back at it. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0. The score as the offense tries to regroup and get going with 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes. To the left side, caught by Kelsey. And he's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. Second and a yard. Play fake. Now it's Mahomes. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins was the intended target for that one. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. To throw is Mahomes. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
Now a fair catch, and it's going to be a long field. They'll take over right about their own 13. Derrick Henry heading out along with the rest of this Ravens offense. And he's been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers here in the first half. This defense is going to need to find a way to key in on him because he's eating them up right now. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Now Jackson. To the tight end, Likely. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
He'll gain 3 out of this, up to the 23. They don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. Aguilar goes off in motion. He'll try and run for this with Henry. That's going to keep the drive moving. He's got the 1st down, up past the 25.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the 1st down.
On 1st down, they'll stay on the ground with Henry. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
Bateman is the motion man. Off the play fake, Jackson. He'll get this out to his running back. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
Here's 3rd and 7. Jackson now. He'll try to run for it.
This is an element that defensively you always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why, as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up the first down.
The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Play action now. Jackson. There's a short one caught by Andrews.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
Converted twice on 3rd down already on this drive. Now can they do it for a 3rd time? They'll look to set up the screen here. The screen works for 10 yards and a first down.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that will be a bit of a letdown.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. In the pistol, Jackson ready. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up until this point, and now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that, after this long drive, would be a bit of a letdown.
Again, it's Jackson. He keeps it himself.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. From the gun, Jackson. That's over the middle to the tight end, Andrews.
This play is actually really well defended here. But I'll tell you, Mike, as you know, my philosophy is the tight end is always open, and this just supports my case.
On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. In motion comes Andrews. On 1st and 10, Jackson. And he's going to be taken down back at the 20-yard line. Now the Ravens use their first timeout as the clock will stop at 37 seconds to play in this first half. Bateman is the motion man. Second down, Jackson. This one complete to Bateman.
So often, sacks, especially on first down, can be drive killers. But their ability here to take this from second and long to third and short, they've got a really good opportunity here, Mike. If they don't get it on third, don't be surprised if they go for it on fourth.
Now a 3rd and 2. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. That is caught to the goal line and in. Mark Andrews. Touchdown, Baltimore. This defense continuing to give up points. Greg, you've been on offenses like this. This has to feel great when you're on a roll like this.
And it's really twofold, Mike. First and foremost, just like you said, every offense in the league works all week. We want to start out fast. We want to establish some early rhythm and play our style of game. They've certainly done that. Now, on the flip side, what does it do to your opponent? It takes them completely out of their game plan, knowing this early in the game, they're chasing points.
The point after now from Tucker. He gets it to go, and the Ravens will stake themselves to a 21-0 lead. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. This taken at the 5. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Chiefs offense going to take over just before the half. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on first down. Smith-Schuster, the man in motion. Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on first down. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Second down and 8. And this time they'll just keep it on the ground. They'll be a little short of that first down. Tackled at about the 37-yard line. Third and a yard. They put Kelsey in motion. Open man, left side. He's got it. The Chiefs will use their third and final timeout here as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They put Kelsey in motion. 1st and 10 for Mahomes. That's caught downfield. It's Kelsey. They'll have a first down. It's a gain of 28.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins, and it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline, so as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
Butker's kick is good. And the Chiefs are on the board just before halftime.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
So 2 seconds left to play, and the kick's away. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. Our AFC Championship game rematch finds the Ravens this time out on top as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Mike, thank you. More from you and Greg in a moment, but for now, welcome one and all to our EA Sports halftime report. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up, ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly.
Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Lamar Jackson and the Ravens headed back out again. And we run you through the highlights here. It has been a very big performance from the quarterback position. Instrumental in leading and executing, and now trying to finish strong and take his team to the finish line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. There's a give, heading right, it's Henry. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. In motion comes Andrews. Jackson now on 2nd down. Oh, trying to set up the screen, but that is going to fall incomplete.
I think you just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
In motion comes Andrews. On 3rd down, Jackson coming open. That's the tight end likely. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
It's the tight end likely in motion. Jackson fires complete to Flowers. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll motion over Flowers. On play action, here's Jackson. A pass pulled in by Henry. And nice work there after the catch. He's a little short of the first down after a gain of 7.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
Here's 3rd and 2. On the option, they give it to Henry. The field goal unit on the sideline. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. They'll run for it with Henry. Derrick Henry. The speed on display. He's in. Derrick Henry. Touchdown, Ravens.
You can just see the comfort, Mike, that this offense continues to play with. The early momentum in the first half has carried here after the break, and you can see this group just slowly starting to pull away.
And I'm thinking, Greg, about the guys on the other side. You're waiting at halftime, that other offense waiting to get back on the field. What happens? They come right out, extend the lead, and now the task gets a lot tougher for this second half. Extra point try now for Tucker. He's got it. And the Ravens stretch it out, leading now by the score of 28-3. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. The return starts from the 5. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Chiefs offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back, and in some of these coverage units, when you know that ball's got to come out fast, and right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Quick throw here, taken by Hopkins. And he's going to have a 1st down. He's forced out. Nice pickup of 9.
We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield, so that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions, or else it's going to lead to a penalty or him holding on to the ball too long. So it's something that teams want to implement, but maybe not quite to the level that we see in the college game. Well, you can tell that the defense had seen that play on game tape, and they were ready for it. They tried to do a little jet sweep pop pass out of the gun. Defense was all over it. Nowhere to go, no gain.
High throw, but it's reeled in. And it'll They'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line.
And up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way, but here in the third quarter, they're starting to find some plays. They're starting to get some opportunities. Just got to ask yourself if it's too little, too late.
Smith-Schuster, the man in motion. Right back to the air from Mahomes. That's caught! And he'll be out of bounds all the way down at the 10. Big play for KC. And even 30 yards. So not quite first and goal. It's 1st and 10. They're pretty close. Throwing again, it's Mahomes. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Kyle Hamilton, the versatile defender, with the good coverage there.
Well, if you're going to target him in the end zone, you better come correct, man, because this guy, he embraces those moments of one-on-one coverage when it matters the most, and I think he just saved 6 by getting his hands on that one.
Hopkins sent in motion. This caught right side by Worthy. Stopped at the 6, and that sets up 3rd and goal.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback, but the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
On 3rd down, Mahomes. That's hauled in at the 2. And he's in. DeAndre Hopkins. Touchdown, Kansas City. Harrison Butker now for the extra point. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. In motion comes Andrews. Jackson now to throw on 1st down. Now a screen set up for Henry. This one going to be sniffed out. Blown up in the backfield.
Well, the best screen plays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help him at all.
Aguilar goes off in motion. Now it's Jackson. Open man, that's Bateman downfield. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Every team in the league practices these situations every single day. That's a critical third down, Mike. So now with this fresh set of downs, they got to just take a deep breath. Now you're really not so much playing against your opponent as much as you are playing against this clock.
In the pistol, Jackson ready. To the tight end, Likely. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. Here's 2nd and 2. To the air one more time with Jackson. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
Well, we'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allow the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
In motion comes Andrews. Again, it's Jackson. Right back to Andrews. He's got another one. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9. On the ground, here's Henry. And he's in! Derrick Henry. Touchdown, Baltimore. He's got another one. His 2nd touchdown of the evening.
When you start talking about the qualities of a top-tier back in the NFL, Mike, we all talk about size, speed, the ability to keep your feet, the ability to have balance at contact. But the part we don't talk enough about is patience, understanding the blocking scheme, the timing, when to hit the hole, as much as what hole to hit. And I think you get a great example of what that looks like when it all comes together. He takes advantage of the scheme, and next thing you know, he hits his head on the goalpost.
Tucker for the point after. The kick is good. And the Ravens will extend this third quarter lead. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. He'll start at the 4. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. And good work there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get it to Xavier Worthy there, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand. So It's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
To the right side, hauled in by Kelsey. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
You know, it's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the fourth quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
Right back to Kelsey again. And he's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
Mahomes now to throw again. That's taken in by the running back, Tiburon. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, the quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
To the air once more, it's Mahomes. Throw over the middle, brought in by Hopkins. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
They put Kelsey in motion. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Ravens are going to get the football, and they'll have it just past the 20-yard line.
These second-half red zone opportunities are critical, Mike. I mean, you're not going to score every single time you get down here, but it feels like at this point in the game, this might be my last chance to get this deep. You've got to make the most of those limited opportunities. At least come away with 3. You're hoping for 6, but in this case, you come away with 0.
The Ravens offense and Derrick Henry heading onto the field. And as we look at the highlights, you see it's been tough to stop him here today. Couple of touchdowns in this ball game. He has, without a doubt, been the driving force in this offense so far. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Henry. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. It's the tight end Likely in motion. They'll go again here with Henry. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down. In motion comes Andrews. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
And this is when it just gets very frustrating as a defense, because this is what it's been like all day. The pass rush is good, but just not quite good enough. They let him slip through, and he burns them with big yardage.
They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. They'll work straight ahead with Henry. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Defensive coaches preach every day, Mike, swarm to the ball. Get as many hats to the ball carrier as possible. And this is a great reason why. The ball carrier is able to make the first guy miss, but it was the pursuit from the rest of the defense that's able to get him down and keep him to no gain.
Aguilar goes off in motion. And the coverage right there. This ball knocked away. It's incomplete. Justin Reed that time with the tight coverage and the good hands.
I think this defense is wondering where some of these missed throws were earlier in the game. I mean, for a while, it seemed like everything the offense did hit. And after that last incomplete pass, although this game's all but over, this defense will certainly take it.
And he's got it to Flowers for the connection. A gain of 17 yards. First down, Baltimore.
And that throw just seems like the cherry on top of what has been an incredible day for this quarterback. And I wouldn't be surprised here late if we get to see the backup after this drive. And there's one guy in the stadium that has earned the right to stand on the sideline and relax. It's this quarterback.
A give right up the middle to Henry. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. He'll try again here. 2nd and 10. It's the tight end Likely in motion. We're going to go right back to Henry. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down. Jackson now. They'll try to set up the screen here. And that screen slow to develop, and they rally to the ball and stop him. That will be no gain on the screen.
That screen just never had a chance. Anytime the running back has the ball and he's making guys miss in the backfield, there's going to be no timing to the play. It just allows too much time for the rest of the defense in pursuit to get there, and in this case winds up as no gain.
Tucker's kick is good. And the Ravens will add to their lead here in the 4th quarter.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. The home team's offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with 1st down. Throwing from the gun. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
When you can bring cornerbacks on pressure, man, that changes everything for the defensive play caller. Offenses spend all week worrying about linebackers, defensive linemen. How are they going to protect the quarterback? But when you can time up a secondary pressure like this, man, oftentimes there's no answer for it.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They put Kelsey in motion. So it is a win here for the visitors, the Ravens. And right away, you can point to the turnover battle. Always key. Tells the story so often. It did here again today. Their offense didn't turn it over at all. They finished on the plus side with the takeaways. And as a result, they're going to come away with the victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, good night from Kansas City.